roads. It is about 45 minutes away before the sun started to rise, so I still got some time going down these nice roads. We'll see what we'll see today. Right, good morning. I'm not going to my usual location because I came across this heather field down here, and you can see the moon is still up, but I'm gonna go to the end of that field and wait for the sunrise that is starting to come in the distance. So we'll see if I can get a nice shot. The weather is quite clear with a couple of small clouds, so let's see how the sunrise will be. So I arrived at a spot. I'm not sure if it's a good spot, but I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get some photos out of it. I wanted to go a bit into the field. Maybe I could see some deer as well, but there weren't any, and otherwise I should have just stayed at the edge, because now in the middle of the field they will see me and they will run away. Right, before I'm gonna put my tripod down, I want to see what kind of shot I want to get, and I'm not really that good at landscape photography, but I'm gonna give it a try. So I've got a bit of shrub over there that I'm gonna show you in a second that I want to use as a foreground, and then the background will be like the sun that is starting to rise. So this I think around this will be nice. And now the waiting game starts for the sun to rise. Okay, that was very unfortunate because I'm setting things up here. And of course I'm here in the forest to look for deer and other animals. And down there was like a deer running across the field, like way further down, so I never could have gotten the shot. But it would have been really nice to get that shot. But that is how the deer work. That is how animals work. Is you never know where they will be. Right. Before the sun comes up, I want to warm up a bit. It's already starting to rise, but I can already pour a bit of tea to warm my hands. Look, it's steaming hot and the surrounding is still very cold. So, but at least I've got something to warm up my hands for just a moment, and we'll see what kind of photos I get. I've got a better idea, but I need to be quick because the sun is starting to rise very quickly. Those are some really nice shots. Right, it's so cold. I need to warm up my hands. Here, look. It's completely red and cold. I'm shivering. But all for the picture. I'm putting my hands here because in my thighs here it's a really warm spot, so I can warm up my hands quite quickly. And after I've done that, I'm kind of move away from this field because the wind is howling through it. Well, thus far I haven't come across any wildlife yet that I could capture. So sometimes you gotta just enjoy your surroundings and make something of that. Yeah, I got a long path of which I want to make a shot. So let's see what I will get out of it. Yeah, look, this is the shot. Here you can see a pool of water. It's really nice because next to it is this, and this is like a lying place, a mud bathing place for boar. And how do I know it is boar? Because here is a track, and you've got those hooves that go in there, but also you've got two of these behind, and that's a telltale sign that it is boar. And of course this as well, with the mud bathing that they do a lot. Also, but I have also seen red deer do it. But this is boar, and you can see here also the wavy patterns of the hairs going against the mud. It's really nice because it's frozen right now, so it really stays intact. And here's another one. You can see here the tracks where they've walked. So it is really nice to see that there are boar here, and I will search the area. Hopefully I find something, but it's in the middle of the winter, so there isn't a lot of activity right now. But we'll see. It's already really nice to see some tracks and some signs, but I don't know how old they were, because first of it is frozen, and it has been freezing for days. So yeah, we'll see. Right, this is also a really nice spot for, I think, mainly boar. There's water, and you can see there's like a path, a wild path right over there. So, and there aren't really any other access points here. There's just one path that's going that way. But there was another one over there, another pond. And there I saw some deer footprints. So maybe I'm on the right track, I'm not really sure. But it's really nice to see. Right, so I've been walking for quite a bit and starting to get cold again, so it is due time to have breakfast and a bit of tea. And I'm inside of a pine forest, trying to track some spots, some tracks, and maybe I find some fresh ones, maybe I don't. Let's see. first warm up a bit, get some energy, and then get going again. I think there are two approaches to consider when you want to photograph wildlife. The first one is that you just go and walk and hope for the best to see if you find something. That's more of an exploratory approach, and that one I'm doing right now. But the other one that I'm also really fond of is to get to know an area really well, know when the animals are at the spots that you want to photograph at, know where they are, and in that way try to know their behavior in that area, and then camp out at the good spots and just hope for the best. And more a less ethical way to go about it is to have a feeding spots where you put down food at the regular intervals, so they will go to that place. So you have a bigger chance to get them on camera. And of course, and generally speaking, you want to know the behavior and the characteristics of the particular animal you want to photograph. And right now, for me, I don't really care what I'm gonna photograph as long as I'm outside in the woods and enjoying a good time. And then I really like the approach of getting surprised. So when I find some tracks, I really love those, and then I try to follow them and just see where my path will bring me. And it's really nice if I get to see something, but most of the time I see them just way in the distance, or I see some small birds that I like to photograph, or some nice scenery. But the best times are of course during dawn and during dusk, and here in the Netherlands it's always during the night when there's the most activity, but unfortunately I can't really film that. I do have some wild cameras, some game cameras that you can just attach to a tree, and I've been quite successful with that if you find the right spot. So maybe I'll show you that another time. But for now, getting warm still with a nice cup of tea, and then just continue moving and see what life brings you. Right, something awesome just happened. I was just minding my own business, eating some breakfast, and suddenly I heard some running noises in the distance, and I turned around, and before I could react, I saw like 10 boar running from there to there. So it was around 5 meters away. They ran all the way over there. And I was standing still here with my camera, and I couldn't even capture them well, but it was awesome. So talking about staying at one spot, so they were running here, and they didn't even notice me, because I think they were scared of something. But like at around 7 meters or so from me, the lead boar started to growl, to signal to the others, oh, there's something dangerous. But they just kept on running, and there was even a small one with them, so that was really nice. So here are the shots. It's a short video. It might be quite blurry, I don't know, but it was awesome to see from close by. So enjoy. So here you can still see where they run off to, down this path that way. So I've been walking for quite a bit, but right now I need to go back to the car, unfortunately, because I want to stay but I need to go back. So it was really nice for you to look at this video, and I want you to enjoy the photos that I've shot that I will show you after this. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.